everyone, welcome back to my channel, the ultimate place for you to look and feel your absolute best. And in today's video, I will be discussing the tip number 1, how to make the most of your time. From my previous video, as I promised already, if you haven't seen that one, it was how to make COVID-19 a blessing and 2020 your best year. So I would highly recommend you go stop this video right now, watch that and come back and join me. I will be linking that video somewhere up here and in the description box as well. So if you are ready to level up, please keep watching. In your quest for a balanced life, have you neglected yourself? To me, if you keep all the small things in place, the big things will happen. So before we dive into this video, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Even though there's probably a whole lot of things that I could have added on the list, I just wanted to keep it short and list the top 5 things that keep me productive, and hopefully they can help you out there as well to make the most of your time. So the tip number 1 is time management. Nobody else can do it for you. Most of it is self improvement and self motivation, so you have to manage your time. Look at things in a different way. For example, if you don't like waking up in the morning, why not just look at it from a different perspective, that those few hours in the morning are free, they are there, nobody can take them away from you. Why not just claim them back and use those hours? And the best thing is, in the morning you are the most productive. Also, you can think clearer, your mind is just fresh, you are more relaxed, and you can just be ready for the day and have a very nice and happy day in general. Because when we are procrastinating things for a very long time, we keep thinking about it and it just affects everything else, because we just feel bad, we feel guilty that, oh no, I wish I could have done that. No I wish here. You have to take action and just do the damn thing. Tip number 2, track how you spend your time. If you are one of those people who binge watch all the Netflix series that are ever created and watch them over and over and over again, you need to reanalyze what you're doing. If it's not TV, it could be you're playing video games, you are just killing time, and then later on you complain that you don't have time. I personally was in denial for so long that I never realized or accepted that I'm watching a lot of TV. I used to watch sometimes 2 movies a day. I know, yeah, that sounds terrible, but yes, that was me. So, you learn from your mistakes, and that's why I'm sharing my experience here, because it's always better to listen from someone else. You need that reassurance in your life to do the things, even though if you are doing something right, if someone else tells you that, you try and believe that, and it's all about that reassurance. So once you have recognized where you are spending the most time, you can just use that time to do something more productive and utilize that time in doing something which you really want to do, something that is more meaningful to you. And stop overcommitting yourself to too many things or events which are not doing much for you. You just spend all that energy, time, and then you end up tired, and then it's just a circle. So reminiscing about some of the things you have been doing lately and then taking action accordingly. Tip number 3, recognize your habit building personality. See how you operate. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't try and copy somebody else and imitate their ways of doing a certain task, because if you keep doing that, you are just setting yourself to failure. So the best thing is just understand your own personality, how you act, how you behave in a certain situation, or how you handle a task. That will help you be more comfortable with whatever you are doing, and it's just gonna help you in general. You can take inspiration, you can take motivation, but try and bring out your own real true personality, because if you are staying true to yourself, if you're just being real with what you do, everything that you are doing in your life is gonna be much more easier, and you will stay productive and happy with the results that you get. Tip number 4, stop multitasking. I know some of you might not agree with it, because we are either multitaskers or we are not. But personally, I have always been a multitasking queen, especially after being a mom. I tried to do a lot of things, manage my house, my health, my baby, job, everything. And let me assure you, if you're giving your divided attention, something is suffering. You are compromising some way or the other. Give yourself the focus point. If you do not focus at a particular point, you will never get anything done and you will never finish. Tip number 5, make a list. I know it sounds boring. Some of us just try and feed things in our head, but we are all humans. That's why it's good to sometimes take help of the technology, or if you want to just write down things. I do it the old school way and the newer way as well. So I would make notes in my iPad, but I will still write down notes in my agenda, so that it just keeps me more accountable. Pretty much that's the reason. And I would even have like a whiteboard in my study so that I can see things, what I have to do, my routine and everything. That's me, that's my OCD. That's another level. You do not need to do all of that. You can just write some notes in your phone, or you can just write something in your diary, whichever is easier for you, as long as you are doing it. So write on all the old hobbies that you had once, or some things that you want to learn. It could be anything, learning to as I said in my last video, being better at chess, or spending more time with the family. Or you can, if you wanted to learn piano, guitar, there's a lot of information online. You can use all of that information. You can take help from the people, family or friends, or if there is someone who can help you get closer to your goal, get in touch with them. Those are the people that you need in your life, who help you, support you, motivate you to achieve your dreams. And they push you and keeps you accountable. It makes you commit to your goals, and it also makes you not procrastinate and not give up and then start the whole cycle all over again and then get fed up of it. So once you know what is it that you want to do, or what is it that you want to learn or educate yourself or research on, block that time in your calendar. You can use the Google Calendar or anything on your iPhone or whatever, or just like buy a calendar, whatever, print it out. And you don't need to get any fancy and buy all the latest gadgets, or all the fancy stationery, or you don't need any of that. As long as you're doing it, that's what matters. And as I said, just add everything in your calendar, block the time, so that and treat it like a meeting or an important appointment. That's how you should be treating your life. You should be the priority. Everything else is afterwards, because if you can't take care of yourself, how will you ever take care of anyone else, right? So if you follow these 5 tips, in no time your life will be in much more control of you and much more productive than it has ever been. Hope that video helps you to get some understanding of how to manage your time more efficiently, more effectively. Please give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss on any of the future videos. And in my next video from this series, I will be discussing the tip number 2, self-care, from my first video. And until then, take care. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.